Up next, the Hawks taking on the Knicks. For the Hawks, they've been aggressive and they've been good. 8 wins in their last 10 games. This team looks to grow even stronger with another statement win here tonight. Knicks Hawks is up next. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jordan Clarkson.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern, but it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Now, New York starting 5. They've got Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the 3s. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
And it's powered home by Towns.
How about Towns rumbling down that court, completing the break.
McCollum against Brunson. Shot's good by McCollum.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Towns. Back to Bridges. Outside Brunson. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, Alexander Walker. Down low, Johnson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Johnson.
And look, with Jalen Johnson, the talent's always been there, the versatility. But what he's really worked on is the consistency with his shooting and taking care of the ball.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. There's no question about the skill level of C.J. McCollum, a long-time NBA star, Stan.
Well, look, at this point, it's just muscle memory for him. From so many spots on the floor, B.A., one of the things that impresses me the most is how he scores against good defense. Well, even though he plays with a scorer's mindset, you can put McCollum in a playmaking role. He gives you options.
On the wing, Daniels. Shoots over Anunoby. And Daniels gets it to go. On the assist by McCollum.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
For New York, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's the break. Pushing it up now. Johnson with a bucket.
3 out of 3, perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You gotta be a good team to reach that feat.
Count it. Towns has got the second bucket on the night.
Well, with his mechanics and size, when Towns spots up, it's tough to disrupt his shot.
Basket counts.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Bridges outside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle. Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Anunoby finds Hart. Shot clock at 6. Towns. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. New York shooting their first free throw of the evening. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Well, the thing about Towns, he's talented and he's flexible. You want him to be your #1 option? Great. If you want him to play a supporting role, he's okay with that. So you can put him in any lineup.
Now here's Alexander Walker. A 14-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. Okongwu with the bucket.
Sometimes Okongwu can finesse his way around you in tight. He's got nice touch around the bucket.
McCollum against Brunson. Outside Anunoby to the middle. It's stolen by Okongwu. Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. McCollum against Brunson. McCollum's shot is off. The Knicks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Bridges. Rebound Atlanta. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And it's the 2K leaderboard, the league's most potent offenses since the break. Atlanta in 5th.
Since the All-Star break, this squad has been on fire on offense, looking like a well-oiled machine and taking and making high-percentage shots.
Now here's Brunson. He's coming off a 25-point game against Chicago.
And despite drawing a lot of contact, he just kept coming, which resulted in a ton of free throws.
Here's McCollum. Daniels outside. Back to McCollum. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Bridges. Now Brunson lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Brunson's got 6.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
The 11-footer. McCollum's shot is off.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
To the inside, Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Pass to Daniels. Back to McCollum. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with the 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And Hart throws it down.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Atlanta making some changes. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Daniels. And it's Rizachet in for Alexander Walker. Now here's McCollum. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. And Atlanta misses again.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Pass to Towns. From downtown, he drops it from range. And it's a 7-point Knick lead.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Outside Hart. Towns outside. Now here's Bridges. Pass to Robinson. And here's Bridges. Here's the three. And again, New York with the triple.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And the Hawks with possession here. After New York picked up the three with their last shot.
And I like seeing Kuminga shoot it out there without hesitation.
Bridges outside. Right side Hart. Here's Robinson. Misses from close range. Hawks trail by 7. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Now McCollum. He's got 5. Pass to Kuminga. Beyond the arc. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Robinson.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And it's Brunson missing. The Hawks have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Right side Hart. Throws it up high. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Now here's Risache. He's covered by Clarkson. Vincent outside. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's New York closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
They've got Kispert, Gabe Vincent out there with Zachary Risache. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Gabe in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Now here's Bridges. 14 points for him last game against Chicago. Kispert outside. Pass to Gabe. The 3 ball. Kispert with the ball. And it's Robinson picking him up. Gabe. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Bridges misses. Hawks trail by 3. Outside Risache. Pass to Vincent. Kispert on the wing. Launches it. Kept alive. His shot is good. He's got 4 points in the quarter.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Here's Diawara. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Kispert outside. Outside Risache. Pass to Vincent. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Here's Kispert. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already. And we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Atlanta making some changes here. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Kispert. Dyson Daniels comes in for Risache. And it's McCollum in for Vincent. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Brian?
No quit. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Now here's Clarkson. He's scoreless. And it's Alvarado missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
On the wing, Clarkson, covered by Alexander Walker. Alvarado, the pass to Bridges. And miss after miss right now.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You gotta make those.
There's McCullough with the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Anunoby. And the layup is good off the glass. Anunoby's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, Anunoby doing his work deep in the paint. He's got so many moves to beat you.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. 4-3. Oh, he nails it. Only 3 for 10, but that's got to feel good. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
Alvarado outside. There's a screen from about 19. Drained it for 2 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Okongwu's checked in for Gay. New York also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Robinson, and it's McBride in for Clarkson. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Okay, wow. Okongwu, unreal.
New York trailing. Anunoby passes to Towns. Back to Anunoby. Bridges outside. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, BA, the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Here's Alexander Walker after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot.
They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Bridges after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Yes, it's good. Bridges has got 5 now.
Oh, so solid from the mid-range. Bridges understands when to rise up from there.
Outside Kuminga to the paint. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu! One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Now here's Bridges. 5 points in the game. New York working the ball around now. Off target from outside. The Hawks leading. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Bridges against Daniels. Pass to Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Anunoby with a double team. Let's go with a 3. That shot, no good. New York has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, Towns is sort of a rhythm scorer. He's been in a groove tonight, and his team recognizes that. They keep calling his number.
Atlanta with the ball after the basket by New York on the other end. And there's the screen. Pass to Alexander Walker. Lets the 3 fly. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. New York has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line on this one. Here's McBride. On target from range. And the Knicks lead by 4.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
For 3, McCullough. And he can't get that one.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Anunoby can't get it to go. The Hawks have gotten half their shots to fall in the second, 8 for 16. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed and his size can be a huge advantage.
And Anunoby gets it to go. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And we all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Hart's checked in for Bridges, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. Now here's Okongwu. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, what I like most about Okongwu is his switchability defensively. He has the size to battle down low and the quickness to guard on the perimeter.
The Knicks have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
This is his second trip to the line in the game, and that one falls for Towns.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 6. Here's McBride. No good on the triple. The Hawks trailing. Outside, Alexander Walker. McCollum outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Back to McBride for 3. Knocks it down from distance. McBride's got 6 in the quarter.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
McCollum outside. Looking to end this cold spell. It's good. McCollum's got 10. Here's Brunson outside. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Knicks, up 5. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the New York Knicks. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And fellas, bringing it back to our main matchup here. Through the first half, Karl Anthony Towns has been getting it done.
Big cat, meow, with his paw prints all over this game. If I can shoot like him, that's 50 a game for the Diesel.
Hey, man, you did just fine. Don't worry. But your points are well taken because Town is an amazing shooter for a 7-footer now.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Hawks trail by 5. Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's Brunson. Rebounded by the Hawks.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Alexander Walker with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. For 3, McCollum knocks down the triple. And it's 13 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from 3. McCollum adding another 3 to his prolific talent.
Now here's Brunson. From the high post, Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 6th rebound on the night. Daniels passes to Johnson. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Knicks with the lead. Bridges down low, covered by Alexander Walker. 4-3, Brunson nails it.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Left side, Alexander Walker. There's McCollum with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, McCollum is never afraid to get competitive at the arc.
The Knicks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Down low. The kick out to Brunson. The 3. Brunson missing again.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's McCollum, and another basket for Atlanta. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Brunson gets it done.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Daniels outside. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Daniels for the lead. And Atlanta hits again from deep. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Now here's Hart. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game from outside the arc. Rebounded by Daniels. The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. It's McCollum with a drive. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Hart passes to Towns. New York working the ball around now. Bridges against McCollum. Stolen by Daniels. And they're running. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts. But sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance.
Gotta love how McCollum hunts down his shots, always looking for his next bucket.
Anunoby on the wing to halt the run. And the Knicks miss again. The Hawks lead by 5. McCollum, pass to Okongwu. Here's McCollum. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. And that's 23 points for C.J. McCollum.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And let's take a quick look at the 2 guards, whose rebounding has stood out since the All-Star break. The 4th spot held by Dyson Daniels.
And it's not easy to be a great rebounder as a 2 guard. You've got so many duties to take care of on the floor, and these fellas, they do their jobs and then some.
And you have to credit the 2 guards who are willing to come back and mix it up for a rebound. That attitude catches on for the entire team.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Back over to you.
Physical. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Lays it up and banks it in. Hart's got his third basket on the night right there.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's McCollum. Give him 23. Outside, Alexander Walker. McCollum looking it over. Daniels. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. Daniels has got 8.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Knicks trail by 6. And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really coming to his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocked some things for him.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
For 3, McCollum. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
And the advantage he has is clear. It's just taking what the defense gives him right there.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
The Knicks have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Alexander Walker with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively, and stolen by Bridges. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up, and a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Kuminga, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Anunoby.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Outside Brunson, outside Hart. Towns outside. Pass to Brunson, fires from deep. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Robinson. And that one's good. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
The Hawks trailing. Daniels outside. Pass to Kuminga. And he's going for the lob. Robinson with a steal. Fast break. Here comes New York. Take it off in transition. Jalen Brunson. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Here's Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. There's McCollum with the 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Robinson on the wing, covered by Johnson. Pass to Bridges. A minute 6 left in the third. Good. Bridges has gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Daniels outside. Kuminga against Towns. Here's Daniels. And Atlanta misses again.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Takes the 3, and there's Brunson. That one's good on the assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists tonight. Takes a step back to win the run. Out to Kuminga. Launches a 3. Unable to get that one.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
This one for three. It's hauled in by Robinson. Here's Towns. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Zachary Risache out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Corey Kispert. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Gay in at the 5 down low. So that's the Hawks 5. McBride. Gay with a rebound. He's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Kuminga. Pass to McCollum. Now here's Risache from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside, here's Towns. That shot off. Hawks trail by 8. Now Kispert. McCollum outside. Back to Kispert. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's McBride. Outside Hart. Here's Alvarado. Connects from downtown. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Kuminga against Towns. Here's the pick. There's McCollum with the 3. He buries it from 3. McCollum's got 26.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Back to Towns. New York working the ball around now. McBride passes to Towns. Another one falls for New York.
Look, that shot is there all night, every night for Towns. I mean, who's going to stop him?
McCollum outside. Pass to Risache. And the Hawks with another 3.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Knicks leading by 5. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Alvarado into the lane, and he gets the bucket.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. A big group substitution here for New York. OG Anunoby's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Hart. Shamet, he's checked in for Alvarado. And it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Shamet. Fires the 3. Kuminga pulls it in. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance.
Back to McCollum. 3-pointer. Hits a 3-pointer. And it's now only a 1-point New York lead.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Shamet. Fires for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. McCollum's got 5 rebounds tonight. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
And here's Kuminga for three. The shot, no good. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's Shamet. There's the triple. Drops in the three. Shamet's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Rizachet.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Kuminga. Dyson Daniels comes in for Kispert. And it's Alexander Walker in for Rizachet. Hawks trail by 6. For three, McCollum. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And he jams it home with authority.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Daniels outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. A shot to stop the run. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Anunoby can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. McCollum, the pass to Johnson. And he gets that one. And now it's just a 4-point New York lead.
Well, year after year, Johnson continues to tighten that handle. He's getting better.
New York has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Shamet, covered by Daniels. Nails it from 3.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. Now McCollum puts up a 3. The rebound by Shamet.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
Here's Alexander Walker. After the basket by New York. Anunoby there for the rebound. Now Clarkson, stolen by Daniels. Okongwu. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Well, with Okongwu, we see this more and more now. His ability to take over at times offensively.
Knicks leading by 7. Outside Brunson. For 3. And he nails it.
The defense was just nowhere to be found. And because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Now here's McCollum.
And McCollum has a way of causing trouble in there. Very crafty.
Team seconds. CJ McCollum. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for McCollum. For the Knicks, Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Shamet. Kolek comes in for Brunson. And McCollum drops them both. New York has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Okongwu with the rebound. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. Here's McCollum. Now Okongwu. McCollum outside from downtown. No good.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness. What a powerful dunk by Towns. Showing the rim no mercy.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And some changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Clarkson, and Brunson is subbed in for Kolek. McCollum outside. Oh, it's off! New York leading by 10. Now Bridges, beyond the arc. Johnson with the rebound. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. McCollum with it. Daniels fires. It's money from deep.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
It's stolen by Johnson.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on. Certainly a guy you can rely on in pressure situations. McCollum is a savvy vet who can get it done.
And they go to the intentional foul. Anunoby buries it from outside.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game. Well, those are some huge points from the vet, C.J. McCollum.
6-point lead. Oh, hammer it home.
Nice.
Yes, sir. The finish with the jam.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. That's in.
Well, McCollum just so competitive. He never gives up on the play or his team.
And now we've got an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth. Your thoughts, guys?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Now McCollum. And stolen by Brunson. And he drives in. Oh, the feathering touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
Knifing to the rim with ease. Brunson attacks these open lanes with tenacity.
So New York takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.